How's it going, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another video where I just play some tanks that I want to play. Today we're going to be playing this thing. God help me. Well, here we are on Abbey in the AMX M4 54, and as you can see we are using the big gun on this tank, and yes, the smaller gun is better, but I don't care. Like, this tank, it does big boom boom, and I want big boom boom, okay? So I'm going to choose the big gun. Right, good. Glad we cleared all that out. No, I will not be using the smaller gun because for all intents and purposes it's basically the same as the tier 9, and the tier 9 is very, very good, and I can't be asked to try and play a tank that is just... sometimes I just want to mess around, okay? And sometimes I want to play bad tanks. I don't know why, but there you go. This tank I don't actually mind. It's not good, okay? It's not good at all. It has like 0 turret armor. Basically, it's 300mm either side of the gun, and you just get penned there every single time. And you have 2 cupolas, which is not good. At least it's fast. The problem is, though, the main problem with this tank is that the pen isn't very good. So, By the way, don't ever get baited into shooting the VK's lower plate. Oh, I'm gonna... Ready? You ready for this? Oh. He's not doing what I thought he was gonna do. Wait. Yes, he is. No. Okay. He's actually below us, and he's on a slope pointed down, so we should be able to... Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. We'll polar snipe him. Maybe not. Okay, well, let's pull back then, because there's no point... I want to go back, please. Thank you. We've already lost half our hit points, and we've done no damage, which is amazing. To be honest, I think that we're really doing well so far. We have to just try and get shots off as and when we can, because this, as I said, this gun doesn't really have pen. It doesn't really have much going for it, actually. This tank really is not that great. It's not even that accurate. Like, look at these pens. Penned here. Here. He didn't even hit the cupola. You just penned there because it's weak. And if you have 340 heat, you can go straight through it. Yeah, see? Amazing. An amazing tank. I think we're going to lose this game. Yeah. Although we do have a fair amount of people here, so maybe it's not that bad. The problem also is with this tank is that the lower plate is actually bad, whereas the tier 9's lower plate is good. I say good, it's very good actually. Ooh. Where are you facing? Yeah, it's very good. It's very, very troll. To try and pen the tier 9's lower plate. Alright, we're going to back off. Oh, and they've backed off as well. Great. See, this thing has loads of armor. Okay. Why have they backed off? Like... Well, we put another one in, but it's going to be kind of for nothing, because if we die to behind us, we die to in front of us. We die everywhere, basically. Yeah. 3 to 10, and that's, yeah, that's this tank in a nutshell. It's not good. Why are we playing it? I don't know. As much as it's an awful tank, I kind of like it. I don't know why. It's so bad. It's like one of the worst tier 10s in the game. I mean, I think it looks cool. I think it looks good. Doesn't help it though. No. So yeah, you see the issues with this tank. The main issue really is this. 280mm of pen? What am I going to do? I can barely pen a Leo with that. And that's meant to be my premium round. I mean, even the HE rounds are kind of useless. They only do 640 and 65 pen. The thing is, the difference between these two is not that much. Which is really weird. Anyway, let's continue and play another game. Ah, beautiful. Well, Ruinberg. Not a bad map. Unfortunately, we have a bad tank, but that's not the map's fault. Now, it is Ruinberg with 3 artillery, so I'm... yeah. I also have there's a platoon on the enemy team of a chieftain and a 279. I just like making 279 players angry when I pen their cupolas, because they really don't like it. That's why I always try and do it. I also really don't want to... yeah, I can't really overpeak this, because I don't know what's over this way. Go away. Please no. Ah. Well, put one into you and then back off. Okay, well, they're not very intelligent players. I'm scared of the FV, though. Yes, just because you're in a broken tank doesn't mean that you're invincible. Really want to try and spot this FV. He's right there. Also, the Jagdpanzer could be right there as well on the corner because he's going back. Obviously, we haven't seen him again since his last spotted, so I'm guessing he's going all the way to the corner. I mean, 279 is actually my biggest problem. A Chief I can pen. Like, a Chief, no problem. I'm taller than him. I don't have to worry about that. Chief is not really too much of a problem. Apparently the Jagdpanzer isn't too much of a problem either. Thing is, I want to try and go around this corner, but I just can't. Oh, come on, FV. Come on. Why don't you want to come and play? It's fine. It's not like I do a load of damage. Hi. You reckon FV's peeking now? I reckon FV's peeking. FV wasn't peeking. But it's fine because we can just hide in here. And we can actually bait them to try and come around this corner. We've got the Crown up there as well, which is really, really useful for us. And, yeah. Unlucky. Try to go for the Chief Cupola because it's the easiest shot for us, rather than trying to overpeak too much and then get smacked. We do have to try and hurry up, though. I don't know how that bounces. I'm not gonna lie. Not really too sure about that one game. Yeah, sure. I wish they would make cupolas actually, you know, weak spots rather than just, well, actually, you hit a little bit too high and it does 0 damage. Be nice, wouldn't it? I mean, that was just awful. I don't know what I was doing there. I think I aimed for the fountain, to be honest. It was green and then he turns so that it doesn't turn green. We should be able to kill this guy in a second though. No idea what you're doing. I low roll as well, which is unlucky. Only slightly, but would have been nice to kill him. Oh, look, there's the FE as well. Hello, Monsieur Chieftain. I am the French big fat tank. Ah, oui, oui. You are molding. That is fine. Who do I kill? Ah, you are dead. Ah, hello. The reaction time of a dead slug. Very nice. Might be able to win this thing. Yeah. It hits the one bit of the rock that I can't hit him. Yeah. Ah, amazing. We maybe could have won this if I hadn't have taken 1k from the FV, but there you go. Unlucky. He was literally just this tiny bit of rubble was saving him. Well, I mean, oh well. I don't really care that much. You can tell that these aren't great players just by the way they played. Like, what average damage is they get? 2k. Get around about 2k damage. Like, not like being mean or anything, but you can just see. Like, and the 279 achieved weren't the reason why they won either. Like, they didn't do anything. Like, this guy done 3k damage, great, but that's not game winning. Like, realistically, we lost because this guy done 400 damage and this guy done 4. Oh, he was firing HE the whole time. So was this guy. Why? Why? Don't question it, Max. Just move on. Well, we're on Siegfried line. There's a lot of heavies. Well, I say a lot. There's 5 heavies. So that's quite nice. We do have a few E100s. They have a few. Well, they're free as well, actually. It's pretty nice. They're in the platoon, though. So we probably should watch out for that. Let's go to the right here, rather than the left like I usually do. And let's see if we can just get some easy damage early on, maybe. That was a bad shot. T57 heavy turret is annoying because if you go too high or too low, it doesn't pen. Right. I'm sure he's loving the game right now. Wargaming, go and give that man a survey. I'm sure he'll give you a raving review about your game. I'm a little bit worried about the E100s. Not anymore. I found them. Well, technically someone else found them, but... I kind of want to push up to this bit of rubble here, but the problem is I don't think it's secure over this side where the E100s are on our team. So, probably not. Oh, well. That's interesting. I have to try and hit his T-bar if I want to pan. Which we are not. There we go. That one did. Nice. And that one went over him. It's not even that far away. Like, how can it go over him? And the other E100 is moving around, so I reckon he could come around here. I mean, our FV has managed to push around, but this is the issue, you know? But this guy's just taken a lovely amount of damage. Just for being in that spot. By the way, I always use this. Where I like point at their gun to just see where they're looking and like how they're positioned around that corner. So obviously it shows the outline for them. I should have really shot earlier when they done that. Might try it again in a second. This is not great at the moment. Didn't go around as much as he did beforehand. That guy isn't HP boosted, but he does have field mods. Worth a shot. We are not going to do anything unless we try, so... One in. Very nice. And he's used his repair kit. There's the other one. A bit more cautious, that one. This is why I hate Siegfried line, though. I said this in the last episode of the grind. Like, it's just so stagnant and boring. You just can't do anything on it. Just sit there doing nothing for a whole however long it takes. So much for being a bit more passive. Might just wait here and see if he peeks me again. Because we should be able to put another one into him. Is my E100 healthy? What health are you on? 800. Okay. Problem is now that we're probably going to start dying to people that are going to be pushing into the city. That's the issue. What do we do? I don't think there is anything we can do. If I fall back, then I fall back. Like, I'm still going to be stuck somewhere. That's the problem. No matter what I do, I'm going to be pinned into a corridor somewhere. Bloody hell. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm dead here. Either way, you're dead. Like, there's nothing you can do. You don't have a team around you. Everyone's dead. Well, I probably shouldn't have even bothered trying to kill the T-57, but I guess that's my only chance of getting a little bit more damage out of it if he dies. Well, I mean, we get 2k damage. Yeah. Nothing really, is it? Will you do better with the other gun? Of course you'll do better with the other gun. The other gun's much better than this thing. But is it as funny? No. And I don't really care about this tank. Like, average damage is 2.7. Like, I have more than this, right? Hang on. Like, I have more average damage on a Skoda T56 than I do on this tank. Like, this tank is bad. I do not recommend anyone gets this tank. I do not recommend anyone grinds the line to get this tank either. Because the line to get this tank is awful as well. You have to go through the AMX 65T, and then you might as well just stay at the tier 9, because the tier 9's actually better than the tier 10. Which is impressive. Yeah, but look at that lower plate. In comparison to... hang on. That. Like... it's so easy to pen it. So, yeah, I don't recommend you get one of these things. It's probably a waste of your time and effort. But, do I like this thing? Yes. Why? I don't know. I honestly don't. It's... this isn't a tank that I would go to if I was not enjoying the game. But it's one of those tanks where I just don't kind of care what the result is. Like, look at this. And 2,100 average damage in that game, in those 3 games. I don't care. Like, I genuinely don't care. This thing is awful, but I love it. I mean, it's kind of amazing, though, how this tank just hasn't been touched by Wargaming at all. Like, 250 standard pen is just a joke nowadays. And then 280 premium pen, which again is a joke. Like, even if this was 310 AP rounds, it would still be great. Like, that would actually make this tank so much more playable. Like, so much more playable if it was 310 AP rounds. Because AP is good. AP is actually arguably the best shell in the game. Because it normalizes and you don't actually need as much pen as it says it does. Well, compared to Heat or APCR. AP is actually the best shell in the game. But it's just that 280 is not good. You can barely pen even tier 8s with that sometimes. But the fact that the Lerva gets more than that should say something. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. We just messed around. Not all the videos are going to be super serious. That's just how it is. Yeah. Do I recommend this thing though? No, do not get this, okay? If you take one thing away from this video, do not grind this line, please. Okay? You will not enjoy it. Okay? You really will not. But yeah. I don't know. It's just funny.